Hi, we'd like to welcome you to our WINS Foundation welcome video. We'd like to introduce ourselves before we dive into it and talk about our fundraising efforts for this school year. My name is Sarah Dries, and I am one of the new co-presidents of the WINS Foundation. I have 3 kiddos. One is in 4th grade and one is in 2nd grade. And then I have a little guy that's a preschooler, and he'll be at Williams the following school year. I was an elementary school teacher, school counselor, and assistant principal for about 10 years in the state of Texas before we moved to Almaden about 5 years ago. I am really looking forward to being a part of this foundation and a part of this group and really making Williams the best school that it can be. With that, I'd like to introduce Lynn Hall as the other WINS co-president.
Thanks, Sarah. My name is Lynn Hull, and this is our 4th year at Williams. This year, our family has a newly minted Bronco in 6th grade and 2 returning enthusiastic whales in 4th and 2nd grade. Prior to my involvement at Williams, I was an events manager for Netflix and Los Gatos for 7 years and a public relations specialist in Los Angeles for 5 years. I'm really excited to be taking on this co-president role with Sarah and look forward to continuing the legacy of strong WINS support for our Williams community. And now here's Radhika, our CFO.
Hi, I'm Radhika Parkala. I serve as CFO on the WINS board. This is my 10th year being a part of the Williams community. Over the years, I've supported Williams in various community building events, served as VP, San Jose Unified Williams Schoolside Council member, and WINS co-president. I have 2 daughters, a 4th grader at Williams and a freshman at Leland High who did her K through 5th at Williams. Being an engineer in the tech industry for 20 plus years, I am passionate about technology and education and the important role community plays in enriching our children's lives. Having been involved with the school for the last 9 years, I appreciate the stellar work put in by our Williams teachers, our San Jose Unified staff, our principal, and the efforts WINS puts in to go beyond what the school district offers. I look forward to supporting the 2021 WINS team, teachers, staff, and the Williams community to continue to give our children the best experience possible, even in these challenging times. Thank you. And now I hand it back to Sarah.
We'd like to start off and talk about what our WINS mission and goal is. And we are a volunteer-run organization that is responsible for making sure that we enhance the core curriculum, that we expand the arts and the music programs, that we try to integrate technology into the classroom as best as we can to promote physical fitness and build a positive school environment. And with all of those things, we talk about how are we going to do that, and it builds on our fundraising efforts. We are a nonprofit organization, and we are very passionate about making sure that all of our students are able to have a quality education. We're responsible for our academic programs, making sure that those have all of the extra supplies that they need. We are also responsible for a lot of the specialty teachers that you see on our Williams campus. We are responsible for many of the softwares that you see, and the specialists that we use or that we have on our campus. That usually we fund about 8 to 10 per year. It just depends on the year. And it usually runs us about $200,000 a year to have all of these teachers on our campus. And they range from anything like our science program, our pull-out program, to our technology specialists, to our music and art teachers, our reading support, all of these things. We make sure that all of the kids' needs are met, and with these specialist teachers. And so it's really important that we meet our fundraising goals every year because we need this amount of money for our specialist teachers. So by doing that, we have a lot of different fundraising activities and different events and different community building events that we do throughout the year. The first one we do is our Make a Difference Drive, our MAD Drive. And that's what we're going to talk to you about today. It is our biggest fundraiser that we do of the year. It helps us be able to support those specialty teachers and do the things that we need to at Williams. We also do things like Mom's Night Out, Mother and Daughter Tea, Walkathon. We do auction and music programs, and then Heritage Day as well. All of these things encompassed build our community. We're able to fundraise for our schools so that we can provide a world-class education. And so with that, these are some of the programs or some of the ways that we spend our money. We help with the orchestra, we help with the programming club, we help with the choir in the Art Vista program, and we use that money to help with supplies or things that they need for these programs. Some are student-led, some are teacher-led, so volunteering at our school is also very, very important for these programs to work. On the next slide, we talk about some of the different activities or some of the different programs that we fund through Williams or through WINS. Technology is huge. We also do what we call classroom supplies for our teachers. I'll make a note of this. Typically, we don't spend $50 a kid per kid for each teacher. But this year, because San Jose Unified had to spend so much of its money on technology for online learning purposes, we were able, through our fundraising efforts through last year, we were able to bump up that number and provide the teachers with a bigger amount of money so that they could help facilitate online learning for your kids, whether that be supplies, whether that be hands-on materials, books that were sent home, magazine subscriptions, whatever it is the teacher needs. We fill that gap and we make sure that they get what they need. We feel very strongly about that. It's our purpose for being here. Our garden is also something that we're responsible for. I know if you walk by Williams, you can see the garden. It's beautiful and it's all volunteer run and it's all parents and children working on it. I feel very proud when I walk past the garden. Art Vista supplies, also something that I think is really neat that we do. And usually at the end of the school year, they have the projects that they show. Enrichment programs like the science fair and the math club, all of these things, volunteer run. WINS has their hands in it, and it's just really important that we continue to fundraise so that we can continue to have these programs.
Thank you, Sarah. The enrichment programs that Sarah talked about, they're what differentiate us from other schools. It is very important, therefore, for us to continue to fund these programs. About 80% of the total funds raised comes from the Make a Difference Drive, also known as the MAD Drive. This campaign usually takes place the first few weeks of school. This year being an unusual year, we have delayed the kickoff of this as we were waiting to learn about the year and what it would really mean for us. To make it fun, WINS rewards with an additional $300 per class, which the teachers can use to buy additional learning materials or software or an Apple TV or anything that they feel is beneficial for their students. The kids also enjoy a pizza party when their class reaches 100% participation. And this is our WINS form, the 2021 form. We are blessed to be living in the Silicon Valley area, and we are able to benefit from all of these companies and their matching programs. We ask that you check with your companies if they have a matching program in place, and see if you can avail from that program. This is what the WINS MAD form looks like. As I just mentioned, it has a breakdown of the programs funded for that year. Our annual fundraising goal is it's determined based on the programs funded. Due to COVID-19 related restrictions in place, most of our enrichment and community building activities are on hold. This year's MAD form reflects the ongoing help WINS is providing for student-related teacher and technology support to continue the WINS tradition of going beyond school district funding. So yes, do take advantage of your company match program. Do check with your companies and see how you can benefit the school. Digging deep into this year's form, this year's MAD form reflects the ongoing help WINS is providing for student-related teacher and technology support and resources. We want to continue the WINS tradition of going beyond school district funding. This year's target is about $126,000, which is about $194 per student enrolled at Williams. So we need $194 per student to fund these programs. WINS is asking for only $100 per student this year and will absorb the balance as a COVID-19 relief to Williams families. So please participate in the Make a Difference drive. Now here's a general breakdown of the funds that we raise. About 75% pays for specialist teachers and supplies, 8% for classroom supplies, 7% for enrichment programs like our garden program, science fair, yearbook, and some of those programs that Sarah mentioned. 10% pays for community building events for Williams families and friends, some of which in turn serve as additional fundraisers to fill overall fundraising gaps. We have wonderful events. We have something for everyone. Almost every year, every month of the year, we have an event that our kids and families enjoy. The school library does not receive any additional funding from the district and is exclusively funded by our book fairs. We have 2 book fairs, the fall and the spring book fair. In the last 2 years alone, we were able to raise enough money to add 1,500 new books to our library. All of this came from our book fair fundraising. So yes, fundraising is very important for us, and we want to do our best to make sure that we are able to provide the best. And this is a last look at this year's form. The red box has modes of payment on it. We are live with our Mad Drive. You'll find all the details you need on our WINS website. We kicked this off via newsletters, and you must have received emails from our teachers. So you can go to our website at williamscommunity.com at the link that's mentioned, and you will find all the details you need for this. We have a no-contact check submission and an electronic check submission process. Please make sure you submit the MAD form with details filled out. We do need all the details for our record keeping. We count on your participation in our fundraisers. And with that, I hand it over to Lynn.
Thanks, Radhika. By now you've heard about the WINS mission and how we help to differentiate Williams through our fundraising efforts to provide technology, teacher specialists, and more for our students. We understand that every family situation is unique, and while we need the financial support to accomplish our goals, it's not the only way you can contribute to the school's success. It truly takes a village to put on all of our wonderful events. So come get involved with WINS and let us show you how much of a difference you can make in your students' experience at Williams. Start by visiting the WINS website at www.williamscommunity.com. There you will find information about WINS, our fundraising efforts, and how you can get involved. Volunteer opportunities range from chairing a committee, joining a committee, volunteering the day of an event, or providing support in other ways in the background. Our volunteer pool spans across full-time working parents and stay-at-home parents. If you have the will, we have a way for you to be involved. And finally, be sure to like our Williams WINS Facebook page, as well as Dr. Blizzard's Whale Watch page. This year in particular, because we can't be together on campus just yet, it's very important to subscribe to the WINS mailing list and to stay up to date on any WINS-related news. You can do this by going to the Williams School website at williams.sjusd.org and click on the Williams WINS link under Parent Resources. Thank you for watching our presentation, and I hope that we can get a chance to meet on campus again very soon. In the meantime, please feel free to reach out to Sarah and myself at williamswinspresident@gmail.com. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you for joining and watching our video, and we really look forward to you participating in our Mad Drive and seeing you on campus very soon.
Thanks, Sarah. Thanks, Lynn. Thanks, everyone, for watching. We hope to see you all in person soon and hope you have a great year. Thank you.